This is the ambulance service. Is the patient breathing?
No,
They're not breathing.
Please hurry up. They've just been stabbed at a house party, please.
What is all this over? It's a house party, lots of people are there. Is there anything you can tell us now? About what happened?
Mikey Roynon was a 16-year-old from Kingswood in Bristol. He was an active child and loved being outdoors. Hayley, his mother, said he was into music from young and was always a little performer. He even entered a school talent show when he was young, performing in front of fellow pupils and teachers. He would spend time at skate parks around the area, and his mum would take him to parks further away. His older cousin said he was amazing and a little star. 10th of June 2023. Mikey's mother left in the morning around 11 a.m. to drive to Birmingham for a work party. Around lunchtime, Mikey rang his mum to tell her he was going to go Nando's with some friends, but didn't mention anything about a party. One of Mikey's friends stated they saw a party on Snapchat with an open invitation, so the group of friends decided to head there later. They got some alcohol and then onto the bus to head to Bath, taking them around 1 hour to get to the outskirts of Bath. Another group of boys from Wiltshire were seen on CCTV heading to the same party. The house party they was all heading to was for a girl's 16th birthday. More than 50 people attended, spreading around the house and garden, many drinking, smoking, or inhaling nitrous oxide, otherwise known as laughing gas. Drill music was playing and everyone seemed to be getting along and cracking jokes, enjoying the vibe. Mikey, also known as YM, Young Mikey, had made a music video which had gone fairly viral on YouTube. The song was played at the party shortly before the tragic incident. Due to his song, he was known in the Bristol and Bath area.
I don't wanna hear shit chat quick, that ain't got time for the talking. Cause the talking it just get boring. Me, white Emma don't do no stalling. I'd rather be up block touring, spot us up back shanks and swarming.
Mikey had been caught with a knife when he was younger, who he said he was holding it for someone, but his family say he had left all this behind. Everyone at the party was enjoying themselves and was getting along, and most people were from the Bristol and Bath area, so there was no tensions. However, there was one group of boys from Wiltshire. They played Mikey's song at the party. There was two groups who both brandished weapons. An altercation occurred. Around 10:30 p.m., one of the neighbors heard screaming and someone saying he's been stabbed. Mikey had been stabbed, with the knife going into his neck around 10 centimeters deep. Mikey was bleeding heavily and blood was coming out of his mouth. His friends carried him out and placed him on the floor. They knew it was serious. One of the neighbors ran outside towards the chaos to see what all the noise was about. Mikey was laying in the road. The neighbor was doing CPR to help, whilst on the phone to an ambulance.
909.
This is the ambulance service. Is the patient breathing?
No,
They're not breathing.
Please hurry up. They've just been stabbed at a house party, please.
Is there any serious bleeding?
Yes, very serious.
Okay, are they responding normally?
Yeah.
The ambulance are on the phone. They've asked if they could speak to you.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Will Stevens. I'm a police officer.
Hello, my love. We've currently got a 2-minute ETA out from you. We've got 6 units on the way.
The subject's unresponding and unresponsive and has excessive internal bleeding. He needs urgent medical assistance.
Yeah, so we've got...
ongoing. We've got 2 nurses.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I've got to go.
Another neighbor who lived opposite the party house came to help as she was a trained nurse. They took turns doing CPR. A police officer arrived at the scene first and stated there was like a wall of people in the street. The first medic arrived at the scene. They continued to do what they could, but eventually stopped as it was too late and nothing could be done to save Mikey. Hayley, Mikey's mother, was 100 miles away in Birmingham with no idea what was going on. She grabbed her phone to take pictures whilst at the party and noticed multiple missed calls. She panicked and rang Mikey's phone immediately. One of his friends answered. He told her Mikey had been stabbed and that he had passed away. She abruptly cut the call. Many people who attended the scene mentioned the sight of a child covered in blood laying there was one of the worst things they seen, including the medic. Investigations began quickly and made rapid progress. Police searched the place of incident, the area for discarded items and weapons. Not long after the tragic incident, the police found the murder weapon in a drain nearby and discarded clothing near a hedge. Shortly after, another knife was discovered. 3 of the lads from Wiltshire were prime suspects. The next day after the stabbing, 2 boys aged 15 and 16 were arrested. Another 15-year-old boy was later arrested in October. All 3 boys were accused of murder. None of the boys cooperated with the police and produced short statements denying any offense.
Tell me about what led you to stab Mikey Roynon in the neck. Was it you that stabbed him in the neck? Or was it somebody else that stabbed him in the neck? What was your intention when you did that? Was your intention to make him die?
What is all this over? It's a house party, lots of people are there. Is there anything you can tell us now about what happened? And why you acted this way? And the knife that was used to stab Mike, was that in your possession the whole time? Or has somebody else given you that knife? And the knife we're talking about, is that shared between people within your friend group? Could you have acted, and I've gone over this about the wound, this is as serious as it gets you, okay? Doesn't get any worse than this. At this party, could you have acted in a different way? Could you have just basically gone home? Run off? Jump over the fence? Could you have done something different, Jane? What other options did you have?
Tell me about knives at the party. Did you see people with knives at that party? Tell me about it. Who had the knives? Explain to me who brought knives with them. Describe the knives to me. What type of knives were they? How many did you see? Did you carry a knife? Did you take a knife to that party? If you took a knife to that party, describe it to me. What was the reason for taking a knife? What was the agenda? Did you think there was going to be an issue at the party? If you thought that, explain it to me. This is your opportunity, Cartel. Explain it to me. Explain to me what the issue was. If you brought a knife to the party, was that the knife that killed Mikey? Was it your knife? Did you stab him? If you didn't, explain to me who did.
Is there some reason why you felt that you had to have a knife with you that day?
No comment.
Had anybody threatened you?
No comment.
Says that you all made an agreement on the bus that if something does happen, you will all act.
No comment.
What was that agreement?
No comment.
Were you in agreement with that?
No comment.
Did you say as well? Did you agree to that?
No comment.
Did you say that if something happens at the party, I will act? I'll help you?
No comment.
Or did you say I want no part of this?
No comment.
If it kicks off at the party, I don't want to be part of this. Did you say anything on the bus, Leo? And it's important. Remember the joint enterprise we spoke about yesterday, okay?
I don't think we
caution.
can perhaps expect him to understand or
Okay,
that,
but
about
remember the
joint
caution
enterprise.
from yesterday, okay? And this is important. If you wanted no part of whatever was being planned, or whatever anybody was saying they were going to act together as a group, if something bad happened at that party, if you didn't want any involvement in that, and you said there and then, I want no involvement in this, I do not want to get involved, now is the time to be telling us.
2nd August 2023. Mikey's funeral. Many people showed their respects and wore something yellow on them as people said he had a golden heart. There was a convoy of work trucks following the funeral cars showing their respects. February 2024. 9 months after the incident, the trial began. It lasted 4 weeks. The 3 defendants pleaded not guilty and claimed it was self-defense. However, self-defense would be reasonable force used. In this case, due to the brutality of the stabbing, the jury didn't believe them. Also, the fact they chose not to take the stand. In court, someone stated Mikey had a knife as well. However, no evidence was found, and the individual said they was 60% sure he had one, which isn't strong enough to hold in court. The jury took less than 2 days to find all 3 guilty. 2 were found guilty of manslaughter and 1 guilty of murder.
Yeah, pleased with the sentences. I didn't expect that. So really pleased, but it done. As I come out of court, I felt like it done bring him back still. So no sentence is gonna be enough ever, is it?
How do you feel that the identities have now been?
It was a massive thing to me, the identities, because our lives have been in the news. Mikey's life's been everywhere, so that was a real huge thing for me. Yeah, I'm pleased, really pleased with that.
Tell us about Mikey as well.
Yeah, he would be really embarrassed that we were all stood here with his face on our hoodies right now. But yeah, he was fun, he was fearless, he was loving, kind. You can see all of us here, we all loved him dearly.